How do we pursue all our dreams with only 24 hours in a day?
How do we learn to love ourselves despite all of our flaws?
How do we strive to be better when perfection can't really be attained?
Hello, madams!
It's your internet ates again, answering your questions and figuring out our own answers as we go along.
I am Rizza LANA-SEBASTIAN.
I am Ayn Bernos.
And you're listening to the Bootcamp for Grown-Ups in Progress,
Camp Confidence.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Bootcamp for Grown-Ups in Progress,
Camp
Confidence!
Hello mga madam and welcome back to another episode. Today we're gonna talk about something very light, very simple, but also very relevant to our everyday because this is something that we try to do every day, and that is our fitness habits.
It really did change my life, madam, when I started telling myself na, eto na talaga. I will be more serious about my fitness journey.
And I remember that this happened when we were still recording. We were recording when you started the fitness journey with Miss O, your trainer, and you started working out every single day. And now you're here. Ganto ka na.
And I actually never thought I'd be a fitness girl ever. Nasasabihin kong, oh, I miss working out. Pero ngayon parang, who is she?
Yeah, it's just natural to you now. I think one of the things that we need to dispel, when we think about fitness and what fitness looks like, I think the biggest misconception is if you are a fitness person, you need to look muscular or super fit or super skinny. But that's the thing. Hindi ganon. Like sometimes a normal person, a very normal looking person can also be into fitness. And fitness can also be as sustainable and as easy as we want it to be.
Correct. And pag-usapan natin yung current goals natin, fitness goals natin, or mga current na ginagawa natin in terms of fitness, madam.
So as of recording, since we are pre-recording this episode, as of recording, it's February. And to me, right now, ang aking fitness goals ay ang 10K steps a day. And I've been doing that using my walking pad, my office setup. Kasi Madam Riz naman.
Ako naman ay ang aking goal, kasi tapos ko na yung accountability videos ko na tipong almost everyday ako nag-workout. Ang fitness goal ko naman, madam, ngayon is to learn how to split.
Yeah, so nasabi niya yun in a previous episode. How's it so far, by the way?
Week 5 ko na ngayon, madam. Week 5 ko na sa mga split drills. Kasi, if you don't know it yet, sobrang hindi talaga ako flexible. As in, ang tigas ng katawan ko, hindi ko maabot yung toes ko before. As in, that kind of hindi flexible. So, ngayon, I wanna challenge myself na, kasi discipline din pala talaga siya. Hindi ka lang biglang, split ka na kagad.
Yeah,
pero, it still takes a lot of dedication, energy, and time talaga.
Yeah, and most things naman we'll be able to learn. So, kamusta ka sa splits mo? Anong progress mo?
Ako, medyo malapit na ako. Sabi ni Simon, parang mga 1 foot away from the ground na lang ako.
Nakita na ni Simon, ako hindi pa.
Yes. Diba? Nag-split ako noon. Nung nag-shoot tayo nung one day.
What? Nag-split?
Actually, na-picturean yun. Pakita ko sa'yo later.
Sige. Hindi, mag-split ka na lang later. Sige. Makita natin yung progress ni Madam Rizza later kung gaano siya sa splits niya. But can you walk me through like what you do to be able to have these drills? As in, what does it look like? Kasi I know you do it at 6 p.m., di ba? You do it at 6 p.m., but ano yung progression of how you go from one level to another?
Ito, guided pa rin siya by Miss O. Si Miss O, yung trainer ko, at move_with_om. Follow her, please. Guided pa rin siya. We work out kasi every morning, 7:30 a.m. from Monday till Friday. Tapos, every after workout namin, ina-assess niya ako, or Riz, saan ka na sa splits mo? Ganon. Kasi every 6 p.m., hindi niya ako nababantayan kasi she also has other classes, ganyan. Pero sabi ko, kasi yun lang yung time na kaya kong ma-allot for split drills. So, I do it 15 to 30 minutes a day, 6 p.m. to 6:30. Tapos video ko lang siya every single time para mapapakita ko siya kay Miss O yung progress, yung tama ba yung form ko, ganyan.
Question. I wonder because a lot of our goals are rooted in our why, our purpose, and the way that a lot of us get to continue with our goals and pursue our goals is if meron tayong solid why. So I just wonder, like, what is your why for doing the splits in the first place?
Ako wala. I just really, yung why ko talaga is definitely rooted to, kaya ko rin gawin yan. Ganun. Pero I wanna go back to my why in terms of fitness in general. Oo, kasi sabi ko nga kanina, I never thought I'd be a fitness girl, madam. But when I reaped the rewards of really finding time for workouts, for fitness, I realized na it really made me feel amazing afterwards. Whenever I work out, parang mas ready ako to take on my day. Kasi ginagawa ko siya first thing in the morning talaga. Non-negotiable ka yan. And mas feeling ko mas centered and mas clear yung utak ko na parang mas may energy ako to do things after. And kaya nilook forward ko talaga yung workouts every single day. Na lalo kapag kunwari I'm not in the mood. Kapag nakapag-workout ako, parang instantly, parang I'm ready to take on. Ano pa yung mga stress na ibabato nyo sa akin? Laban. Ganon.
Yeah, tsaka parang for me, working out and moving in general, actually, it's not even working out per se. Kasi nga, when we talk about working out, it's like such an intimidating word. Like there's a program, there's a certain number of hours or there's a goal that you have to do. But with movement, it's like you need to be able to just move. And yun yung gusto ko, I think, now that I'm transitioning to a busier lifestyle. Hindi na ako katulad ng before kasi I don't know if you guys are familiar. For the OG followers and subscribers, marami dyan yung familiar with my previous fitness journey. And yun talaga, wala akong ginawa kundi mag-workout. Which was fine at the time kasi hindi pa ako ganun ka-busy. But in reality, given what my life is like right now, hindi na siya realistic for me to work out 6 times a week, 2 hours a day. It's no longer feasible for me. So again, I think for me, getting the right habit is making it as easy as possible, as frictionless as possible to be able to do. Kasi if it's so unreasonably high yung expectations natin sa sarili natin, we are disappointed, obviously, kasi hindi ko na magawa eh. Di, lagi akong nadidisappoint sa sarili ko. Number two, hindi mo siya ma-reach. And number three, hindi mo siya magawa. So ngayon, I've lowered my standards for myself. And this is why I have the 10K steps challenge. Not really to always hit 10K, but so I can have just a common an easy goal. But I do this by working while walking. So, bumili ako ng walking pad, tapos sinet up ko siya sa office ko. Because most of the time, I spend a lot of time sa office talaga. Tapos, ayoko naman lagi ako nakaupo. So, what I do is, pag merong either calls or yung mga madadali lang na tasks, I stand up and I walk while I'm working. Tapos,
Dun mo naitahi yung habit.
yes, because may mga days talaga na hindi ko kaya mag-gym. Kasi ngayon, like, twice a week lang ako nag-gym. Pero actually, even recently, I just came back from Boracay, which was pretty crazy. And then I got sick. And then now I'm in Las Piñas, so hindi ko magawa yung mga yun. So, I'm trying to squeeze it in the most frictionless way possible. Yung hindi ko papahirapan sarili ko. Kasi, it's hard eh. Iba-iba tayo ng schedules, iba-iba tayo ng buhay, iba-iba tayo ng level ng fitness. So, I can't compare myself to my sister who is in med school and is a power lifter, or to my brother who is in school but he has like a couple of units lang, tapos he has access to the swimming pool and the gym every single day. So, magkaiba talaga kami ng access, magkaiba kami ng experiences, magkaiba kami ng habits. So, ako, I'm trying my best given what I have. And parang ako, I'm fine with that. Like, I'm fine with being a work in progress, even though if I compare myself to 2020 Ayin, sobrang ripped. Like, I was so ripped then.
Tsaka one thing I like about fitness is that walang template. Walang
There's
template.
no one size fits
Oo,
all.
walang rules, ganyan. Na as long as you do any kind of movement, whether it be dance, ballroom dancing, swimming,
Yoga.
yoga, and ano yun yung sabi actually ni Miss O. Si Miss O talaga sobrang relevant niya sa fitness journey ko, madam. Siya talaga yung nagbigay sa akin ng right mindset, right habits. Siya talaga yung encourage sa akin to have movement or create movement I enjoy. Tapos, ang favorite ko din na sinasabi niyan is that you work out to reward yourself, not to punish yourself. Kasi ako, ang mindset ko nun before was, workout na naman kasi ang dami kong kinain kagabi, kailangan kong i-burn yung calories. But hindi pala talaga, it's not healthy mentally and it's not very sustainable. But then when my mindset shifted na kaya pala ako nag-workout kasi gusto kong pasalamatan yung sarili ko, nabuhay pa rin ako ngayon at na, alam mo yun, it allows me to move and do things and lift stuff. Diba?
Yeah, I like what you said about fitness being a reward because if you learn how to enjoy it genuinely, hindi siya something that will scare you or feel like a punishment. Like for example, kami ng sister ko, kasi pares kaming busy right now. Busy siya sa hospital duties niya. Ako naman busy ako sa, ito yung mga kaganapan natin sa buhay. Pero, for us, lagi kami nag-uusap, oh my gosh, nakita mo ba yung physical 100? Like, gusto ko na mag-gym. Like, as in, kine-crave talaga namin. Tapos, naiiyak kami na parang, hindi na kami maka-workout. As in, so, it's, for me, like developing that mindset is already a win in itself because for the longest time, I dreaded it. Na parang especially from high school, meron akong time na I just wanted to lose weight. I just wanted to be skinny. And ibang-iba yon versus now na I'm like, oh, I miss rock climbing. Namimiss ko yung kalyo sa kamay ko. Namimiss ko yung feeling ng araw when I'm swimming. Nami-miss ko yung peace of mind na nafe-feel ko pagka 1 hour ako nasa water. Oh my gosh, just speaking about it now, like I really miss it already. And, building that relationship with fitness and movement is so rewarding because now I feel like even if I don't become as ripped as I used to be, I will always have that good relationship with movement na hindi ko pinapahirapan sarili ko. Like, I'm just doing it because I love it. I mean, the fact that I get to rock climb, before I only wanted to do rock climbing dahil sa Princess Diaries. But now I'm a rock climber. And it's like super cool. Na parang, diba?
Tsaka ang favorite ko din about fitness is the moment na you were able to achieve your goals. Like for example, ako noon, I never thought I would be able to do a headstand sa yoga. And nung given the right motivation, the right training, the right trainer, nagawa ko siya. And yung challenge na going there, favorite ko kasi yung process yung paghihirap. Ang masochista ko talaga. Pero favorite ko yung paghihirap. Tapos yung kapag when I'm able to reach my goal, na parang, kaya ko pala mag-headstand, yung ganong high for me. Yun yung favorite ko with fitness. Na tipong minsan kapag na-reach ko yung PR ko with
Personal record.
personal record with my weight training, ganyan, kapag nakakapag 35, mga ganon, na mabigat na yung mga na lift ko, parang iba yung high niya for me.
Yeah. And I saw this quote on Twitter last night, and I think it's really apt, tying it back to being a work in progress. You need to enjoy the space between where you were and where you want to be. As in yung kalagitnaan ng pinanggalingan mo and ng goal mo, that is a really cool place to be. Na para ma-appreciate mo yung, wow, I can be in the middle of achieving my goal. And it's very cool. One more thing that I love about movement is that it allows us so many experiences.
Yeah.
Like for example, hiking. hiking, being in nature, surfing, yung mga ganong bagay, I really thank my parents for instilling in me athleticism from my young age na talagang they let us play outside, they let us go to swimming class na parang now that I am an adult, I get to have so many experiences na hindi ako natatakot because they allowed me to be physically active. And it's not even like fitness, it's just being active. Imagine yung yoga class,
Yeah.
the yoga retreat, yung mga ganon, I don't think I would be as easily convinced if not for the habit and the mindset that you just love fitness.
Pero madam, pag-usapan din natin yung times na hindi pa natin gusto maging fit. Paano yung transition natin from the, ayoko kumilos, papunta dun sa, this is it, I want to do this already.
Siguro yung last time that I hated fitness or I just hated moving, I was in ano ko nun, young adult. Ano? Young adult. Fresh grad. When I was a fresh grad, tapos parang hindi naman ako required mag-PE, di ako required mag-training kasi wala nang varsity, wala na akong team, wala na akong anything. So, hirap ako to go back to working out because I didn't know how to work out without people. Kasi sanay ako na meron akong team. Tapos, paano ako naging into fitness again? I would say the turning point for me was rock climbing. I found a sport that I enjoyed and na sobrang inaabangan ko. Kasi naalala ko yun, imagine I live in Commonwealth, tas I would go to Mandaluyong, tas ako nagde-drive every week. I would drive myself to Mandaluyong just so I can rock climb. And talagang inaabangan ko yun kasi reward ko yun sa sarili ko kasi sobrang excited ako na parang ang dami ko ng pinagdaanan, madam. Nag-try ako mag-jogging, nag-try ako mag-swimming, nag-try ako mag-yoga, nag-try ako hindi pa ako nagpi-Pilates. Pero, ang dami kong tinry, nag-bar ako. Bar, as in B-A-R-R-E. Nag-bar ako, nag-aerial silk ako, nag-pole dancing. Lahat talaga. As in, lahat talaga ng kinds of workout. Nag-boxing pa ako. Di ko mahanap. I couldn't find the sport that would make me happy. Lalo nahirap ako kasi mag-isa lang ako eh. So parang kailangan ko ng friend, nahihiya ako, yung mga ganun, ang daming factors. But when rock climbing entered my life, nako, ang hirap nang umalis. As in, parang ako na-motivate ako to work out and get fit because I want to be able to have better technique on the wall. Gusto ko ma-solve yung mga problems sa rock climbing gym. Tapos hanggang sa naging friends ko na yung staff sa Climb Central Manila. Tapos, the sense of community really helped me because I realized na people of all shapes and sizes were climbing. Tapos parang ako, talagang anybody can climb. And it's such a supportive community na ako na-encourage ako to do more and be more fit so I can continue to enjoy that. Kasi iniisip ko like, paano pag matanda na ako, di na ako makaka-rock climb? Pero ayoko. I don't want to imagine that future. So I want to always be healthy so I can do that.
Right.
Yun for me.
Kailangan ko mag-rock climb with you.
Oo nga. Eh kaso long nails ka.
Kapag nagpahinga ako with my
Oo.
nails.
Pag nagpahinga
Sabihin ko,
ka.
madam, ayun, pahinga ako ngayon. So, climb tayo.
Kailangan natin gawin yun, madam. Because you need to enjoy the heights. Yes. Tapos pinakamasaya doon, pagtatalon ka from the wall. Nahuhulog ka, free falling, parang kang Spider-Man. Ang saya. Also fairy, parang fairy. Ganun. Ikaw, ano yung for you, what was the turning point?
Ako, turning point was, I think it was early 2020. Ano siya, for me, parang I felt like I was so, hindi talaga ako fit. Parang ang bigat-bigat ng pakiramdam ko. Parang hindi maganda yung mental health ko noon. And then, I spoke to my super love, si Miss O. Tinanong ko siya, hi Miss O, kasi nag-yoga instructor kasi siya, and fitness instructor din. Tapos, tinatanong niya ako, sabi ko, Miss O, sa totoo lang, hindi ko alam kung paano ko mag-move ulit. Kasi parang, ang sluggish ng feeling ko, ganyan.
Mm.
Tapos ang question niya sa akin was, naaalala ko talaga ko to, ang question niya sa akin was, ang sinabi pala niya sa akin is, Riz, how can you take care of others if you don't take care of yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. Per
Mahirap
talaga yan
pala.
si Miss O. Kaya doon, parang doon nag-start yung parang mindset ko na, oo nga, kung gusto kong maalagaan yung iba, kailangan kong mag-umpisa sa sarili ko. Kasi how can I be, if I'm unfit, how can I lead a team? If I'm unfit, how can I be with Josh? Alam mo yun? Treasure relationships. So, yun yung parang naging why ko din na I need to be physically fit so I could be mentally fit so I could lead people.
I love that. Yeah, kasi at the end of the day, ang hirap din to be there for others when you can't even be there for yourself. Naalala ko may isa akong moment. I was commuting to work sa Makati. Tapos yung MRT kasi sa Trinoma. If you come from the mall, magko-cross ka ng EDSA. As in like, bababa ka, magko-cross ka, tapos akyat ka ulit. It's such a long traverse. Tapos parang ako, my gosh, hinihingal ako sa MRT. Paano pa yung gusto kong mag-hike? I really wanted to hike. As in, super enjoy ko mag-hiking. Ano yung gagawin, di ba? Like, I don't know how I'd be able to do that. So, I was really super inspired. And I think one thing that allowed me to maintain that mindset was to allow myself to enjoy the slowness as well. Because in the beginning, mabigat talaga. In the beginning, mahirap talaga. And naalala ko, madam, during the pandemic, I will never forget what my brother told me because sabay-sabay kami nag-start ng quote-unquote fitness journey namin during the pandemic. Nag-workout kami sa bahay. So my brother, my sister, and I, kaming tatlo nag-workout kami. Nag-weigh-in kami. Ako pinakamabigat, ako pinakahinihingal, hindi man lang ako maka-tricep dip kasi hindi ako halos makagalaw. Tapos sabi ko kay Owen, my brother, sabi ko, Owen, I'm like the worst. I'm the least healthy sa ating magkakapatid. Tapos sabi niya, that's okay. Even if you're the least fit, ibig sabihin, you're gonna be the most improved. And lagi ko yung binabalikan every time I feel like I'm at the worst place or I'm so far behind. Iniisip ko na, you know what? If I achieve this, ibig lang sabihin na sobrang laki ng in-improve ko and there's so much opportunity to grow. So, ako, like, thinking about that from that perspective really allowed me to see na it just shows na I have a lot of potential. Makikita ko kung gaano kalayo yung mararating ko because I'm far behind. So, ayun nga, it's always going back to being a work in progress. Like, isn't it so cool that we get to be a work in progress? And if you do the same thing, let's say right now you're doing 10,000 steps or 5,000 steps, or like you're walking bago umuwi. Bago umuwi, you walk one lap across the building. If you do that every single day for the next 6 months, what's it gonna look like after 6 months? You imagine yourself, and it's gonna be a much better version of yourself. So imagine, it might look like nothing right now. Yung mga pa one day mo, it might look like nothing. But once you build that habit and you look back 6 months in the future, ang layo na ng narating mo and it's a huge accomplishment. So I would say like really don't take it for granted what you're doing na maliliit na bagay.
Tsaka just in case you relapse or ay hindi ko na naman to nagawa. Don't be too hard on yourself. Alam mo yan, don't self-sabotage. Just try again. Yun yung maganda with fitness eh. Kasi, and especially if you are competing with yourself, ganon ako. Parang, it's always okay to try again. It's always okay to be kinder to yourself. Okay lang if, yung brother ko kasi naglalakad din siya. Naglalakad siya to and fro sa office and bahay. And inspiring eh. Inspiring yung ganon. And even if you fall short, even if you fail sometimes, 1 day, 2 days, okay lang, try ulit tayo.
Yeah, tsaka there is no shame in multiple day ones. Kasi 'di ba, meron tayong day one of working out, tapos after 2 months, biglang ayoko na ulit. Tapos nagpahinga ka mga 2 weeks. that doesn't mean you babalik ka sa day one. It
Yeah.
just means that you're gonna go again. Like, you'll just continue. It's not like a linear na pataas lang ng pataas ng pataas. Hindi ganun eh. And ako, like, even if I slowed down from the time that I was working out every day during the pandemic, during the lockdown, I don't really see it as sobrang, oh, I'm so far behind again. Not really, because now I have the knowledge, the mindset. I'm not starting from scratch. And I think that's always something good to think about. Don't be afraid to like fall off the habit because you will not be completely lost. You'll always have something to hold on to. And that's the knowledge that you gain, the experience that you gain, hindi kawalan mag-start ulit. So kayo guys, if you have any tips for us, kasi syempre we're also still learning, kung meron kayong current na mga challenges na ginagawa or mga fitness goals, share with us in the comments below if you're watching on YouTube. If you are on social media naman, you can just tag us at Camp Confidence Radio, at Ayin Bernos, at Riza Lana. Now, if you guys are listening on Spotify and you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to follow and subscribe and give us a 5-star rating if hindi nyo naman masyado na ano. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Cam Confidence Radio, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye!